I'm going to sign up for both a full marathon and a half marathon. They are 1 month apart, so that should give me plenty of time to. And I fell in love with the sport of running, not by will, not by choice, but by Welcome to Whole Mindset Mastery. My name is T. Back in 2022, I ran my first half marathon. Despite nursing the pain in my right knee and the pain in my left heel, I completed the half marathon in 2 hours and 9 minutes. That's an average pace of 9 minutes and 53 seconds. Within my age group, 45 to 49, that put me at 15 out of 18. Out of the male group, that put me 140th out of 185. I believe it was 185 or 180, one of the two. So even though I was happy that I completed the half marathon, I wasn't quite happy with the result. But at the same time, considering this was my first half marathon, I consider that a pretty good result. But now that my knee has healed and my left heel has felt a lot better as well, and I believe I'm very close to full speed, I want to see if I can beat my last time out and improve my time even further in the half marathon. At the same time, I also want to knock off the checklist in my bucket list for running a full marathon. So today, I'm going to sign up for both a full marathon and a half marathon. They are 1 month apart, so that should give me plenty of time to recover from the full marathon in late August and prepare for a half marathon in late September. Let's do a full marathon. Let's sign up for a full marathon. Now that the full marathon is registered, now it's time for me to register my half marathon. It's a way for me to redeem myself, see if I can complete the race in less than 2 hours. Okay, I just put a lot of pressure on myself. The last time I ran an event was half a marathon back in 2022. Ever since then, I've been walking, I've been running, I've been doing a lot of long distance, easy running, but I haven't been running quite race pace yet. So between now and August 24th and September 27th, I need to make sure that I incorporate the speed running as well into my training regimen. So now I have my strength training program as well as getting ready for this race. So it's going to be quite a challenge. It's going to be quite a busy summer for me. But at the same time, I look forward to the challenge. I want to see if I can complete half a marathon in under 2 hours. And for the full marathon, because this will be my first full marathon and I only have less than 2 months to prepare, I don't really have a set time for a target. But as long as I finish the full marathon, I'll be happy with it. At the same time, I don't want to finish over 6 hours either. So it's anywhere between 5 hours and 6 hours. I still can't believe that I fall in love with running. I used to view running as have to instead of get to. Now I view running as get to instead of have to. And I fell in love with the sport of running, not by will, not by choice, but by force. What I mean by that was when I experienced herniated disc L4 and L5, the sport of basketball and skiing and snowboarding were pretty much out of the question because my back was so inflamed. Doing any of those activities caused it to be more inflamed and caused me to not be able to sit, sleep, walk, and do the normal activities. But throughout many years of rehab, throughout many years of strength training and stretching, and now where I'm at today, I'm pretty much almost pain-free unless I do lawn work for an extended period of time or do heavy lifting when I shouldn't be doing. For the most part, I'm pretty much pain-free. And running has been the sport that, surprisingly, that I'm able to do without experiencing inflammation on my disc. And when I first started running and I started to feel that runner's high, I never understood what it was, but when I experienced it, it's hard to describe what runner high was, but the feeling was great and I enjoyed it. And ever since then, I put on my running shoes on regardless how I felt before the run. I just know that once I'm done with my run, I feel great. And that's the feeling that I'm hooked on for life. I'm not saying running is the cure-all sport. I'm not saying running is the best sport. But for someone that always loved lifting, basketball, snowboarding, skiing, and someone that used to hate running, now enjoy running just to run, I would encourage you to, if you haven't think about running before, I would encourage you to start thinking about running just to run. Herniated disc to this day is something that I still have to deal with. It's something that I still have to manage to make sure that I can live a full life, a very active lifestyle. But in a way, I am thankful that I did experience herniated disc, because if it wasn't for it, I would not have picked up running just to run. Don't get me wrong, I love running. When you run basketball, sprinting, that's okay. I have a reason to run. But running just to run never crossed my mind. And because of herniated disc L4 and L5, it forced me to pick up alternative sport, because as a lifelong active individual, I could not see myself not doing any sport. And luckily, bicycling and running are those two sports that I was able to do and am still able to do without causing much inflammation, if any at all, to my herniated disc L4 and L5. The message to you is, if you haven't thought about running before, running just to run, and if you have a similar negative connotation like I did prior to my injury, I would encourage you to have an open mind and put a pair of tennis shoes on and go out and take a run, take a jog. Your first time around, the first 1 mile may feel tough. You may be huffing and puffing. But once you form the habit, once you get out there and run, I promise you, you will not want to go back.